The coordinate plane. I want you to write this on the top of your notebook. Then I want you to draw a horizontal line, like the number line we already know. Then I want you to write or draw a vertical line. This will be the coordinate plane that we will be labeling as we go through these slides. Here's an example of what one actually looks like. Imagine the top surface of your desk stretching in every direction. If it continued to spread, it would go right through your neighbor and then through the classroom walls, and through the school and the hills and the mountains and out into space until it went on forever in every direction. Then you have a plane. In mathematics, a plane is a flat surface that goes on forever in every direction. Below the coordinate plane you drew, I want you to skip about 2 lines, write the word plane, and get this definition: a flat surface that goes on forever in every direction. If you need to stop the video, do so now. In algebra, we often use the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane is divided by 2 number lines. One is horizontal, like the number line you already know. The other is vertical, with up being positive direction and down being the negative direction. So on your coordinate plane now, I want you to start at 0, and I want you to label 5 over. So 1, put a dash, right? 1, dash 2, dash 3, 4, 5. Then I want you to go in the negative direction: -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. I want you to do the same thing up to 5, going vertically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then going down, label it -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. The coordinate plane is filled with many points. Infinitely many points. And somewhere among all of these points is a point we call the origin. The origin is the point where 2 number lines meet. So right now on your coordinate plane, I want you to put a dot here and label it origin. The 2 number lines have special names. The horizontal line is called the x-axis. So a lot of times you'll see it just labeled right here. So please do that now. The vertical line is called the y-axis. So let's label it up here. To study a point, we need to know where to find it. So we give it coordinates. Coordinates are like an address. They tell you how to get to a point if you start at the origin. So below the word plane, I want you to write the word coordinate and then get your definition. It's like an address. Coordinates are always written in parentheses with x value first. So I want you to write this example next to your definition: x parentheses x comma y parentheses. You have to have the parentheses for it to be a coordinate. Coordinates written in parentheses are called an ordered pair. So make sure you also have ordered pair as part of your coordinates definition. Consider the point which has the coordinates 4, -2. The first number tells you how far to move along the x-axis, and you can see it's moving 4 spots. So the 4 in the 4, -2 says we need to move 4 units to the right. Remember to start at the origin. So we start at the origin and we move 4 to the right. So right and left gets moved first. The second number tells you how far to move up or down. So you can see it now that it's moving down 2. So the negative in 4, -2 tells you to move down 2 units. So 4, -2. To get to the origin from the origin, we don't move at all. So the origin is designated by the ordered pair 0, 0. So let's label that ordered pair. The 2 number lines divide the plane into 4 regions. We call these regions quadrants. So underneath coordinates and plane, I want you to write the word quadrants and write 4 regions. Quadrants are labeled with Roman numerals. The first quadrant is this one because it's positive, positive. The second quadrant is here, the third quadrant, and the fourth. So they kind of go backwards in a way. Give the coordinates of each point. So right now on your coordinate grid, I want you to put that point. And now let's label it. So I went over 2 and up 3. So it would be labeled 2, 3, all in parentheses. So when I label this one, I went to the left 3 and down 2. So it'd be -3, -2. This one, I went to the right 2, so that's positive, and down 4. So it's 2, -4. This one, I went the left 5 and up 1, so -5, 1.